Testing. Testing. Okay, so I think I'm live already. Okay, let's get started. It's not easy trying the live stream. I thought I had activated in YouTube as well, but it seems the OBS went live directly. Great content watching me trying to get all of this set up. Okay, so the reason I went online is basically like I think it was in the thumbnail at least. I noticed we got some free live arena tokens, and I was actually planning to do some live streaming for this evening, but the tokens wouldn't last that long. In hindsight, it's only like maybe 100 gems, but yeah, I suppose it's an excuse to get started early. So I will try to get up to date on the chat in a little while. As I mentioned, I wasn't really expecting to go live this soon. I was trying to get the broadcast started on the OBS, and then I would click the go live on the YouTube side. But it is what it is. Thanks for showing up, at least with no kind of preamble or anything. So I was at least going to start with the siblings basically, and I want some backups. I was also kind of thinking I would try some new builds this evening, but we'll see. So let's just get started while I try to get it set up with so I can actually watch properly the chat. Well, already 5 people watching. I wonder how if the initial impression is we'll keep them watching. So the idea is to, at least in the beginning, just go with the siblings. I want some fast wins or fast losses, and basically we'll just see how it goes. I might change to the Sacred Order or Noel and Cyranik. I really like Noel in that 9-piece Mercurial still. Okay, so I haven't put the correct gear on Mikage. That's a bummer, so I need to swap that. Happy Saturday back to you guys. So I'm basically got this weekend by myself, so I've been already playing more raid than I should. I did actually record a video earlier as well, so Mikage looked like she had gear, but I never checked Mikage, probably. But it was a win anyways. Then last couple of seasons I have actually started... okay, so now I can see the chat over here, that's good. I have started the seasons late, it's just so much easier. To do live arena when you're coming up a bit from behind. So let the Krakens go ahead and get their points early, and us, yeah, maybe I'm a whale or whatever, I don't know. We can come up from behind. Raid Devil Wings would love to be friends, Frodeke. Yeah, sure. At least we are raid friends, if nothing else. I'm really appreciating you watching my content. You've been really active in... maybe I should have done the Fabian, come to think of it, but you've been really active on my videos, and I really appreciate that, so you give a lot of good feedback. So at least the Fabian wasn't faster, at least. So this is why I do love this team. It's not a win every time, but it's just so super fast. And luckily not too many people have seen how easy it is to kind of pick apart this team. I was actually planning on opponent left the battle. I didn't like the 6-star Carnage, I suppose. I have been meaning to try to rebuild the champions, basically trying to... Okay, that's nice feedback, because not a lot of people have joined in on the Discord server. So thanks for letting me know, Raid Devil Wings, and I will look into it. It's not really something I was... let's see... It was just a way to kind of interact with everyone a little bit easier, get some feedback on yeah, the videos I have made and videos I should make. But that might explain it. I just thought people wouldn't be interested in joining. There are so many Discord servers already from different content creators and whatever, so I figured people were just fed up with it. Okay, so it does look like the Discord link is wrong, so I was able to check on my iPad. I did check when I put it up, but let's see. Yeah, let's do the Arbiter. Perfect. Quite a lot of people have found me on Discord, but it's people, I suspect it's people, what's the term, catfishing? Basically just saying that they're playing with me in some other games, and it's always some Asian young girls, I think. So it must be some sort of catfishing. But I keep getting quite a few of them every week. And it should be possible to search me up. I think my handle is just Frodeke, but I will look into it. It's probably some numbers behind it as well. Oh, so I'm not the only one. It has happened a lot more recently since I started, so I was wondering if it was something with me putting stuff out on YouTube, but Maybe it's just a lot more people doing it lately. Yeah, with me it's basically just, oh, I thought you were the one I was playing with, whatever game. It's not even a game I recognize, so I just basically ignore them. I always accept, because you never know. There has been a few people from Raid who has found me, so I always naive think it must be someone who wants to get in touch with me from Raid. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just try that one. It's my settings. Don't let people add you. No, but I do want people to be able to add me, I think. Oh, Commodus looks super fast. This might be nasty. No weak hits. So now we should be able to start using those live arena tokens. Do assume we can use from those, just to make sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a big enough problem for me to really make any changes at the moment, but I will take a look at that Discord server and try to get that up and running. So it's just not. Let's see. Ooh, Hilvi and Thormin. This could be fun. So now I actually need to think a little bit. It's quite a nasty team. It does depend on RNG as well, I suppose. Let's try. That's actually, our base is really nice to have against Siegfried. Okay, that's a powerful Siegfried. Yeah, I suppose I should have banned Siegfried. It's normally not that big of an issue. But when it starts getting through that stone skin Gretel as well. Yeah, you are correct. But this is the thing though, I don't really mind losing a few battles every now and again. I just love this team. Fast wins, fast losses. Even when I try to kind of counter the enemy teams with like going with Nice or Commodus or Marius or whatever, I still don't get a bigger win rate than I do get with the siblings, at least so far. I'm normally around 70%. Normally I actually ban if there is a 6-star Fabian, 6-star Armans. They can be faster than me, and I kind of need to go first. Most damage dealers I can kill But I really need to go first, and I also need them not to ban my Hansel or Gretel. So 5-star Eastrid. She could be faster than me, but we'll see what else is showing up. I also really don't like Force Affinity damage dealers, especially mythicals. Yeah. I think I'll just take out Eastrid. Okay, so now we'll see. This is the biggest problem when they ban one of the siblings. So I have been thinking about, but they haven't really done anything. Maybe try at least some accuracy on both of them. Yeah, so we kind of need to try to... So now... Could gamble. I think he was the fastest. But at least I do have some revive on death. And I do have some wands. So that's good at least. The same one. So I do wonder if I have my champions built. Let me see. It's so annoying that that we can't actually see see what their stats are when we are in game. So let's start with Carnage just so I can check if I have Noelle built. And Sarnik. Yeah. So we can actually go Noelle and Sarnik. Normally I like to change the team when I face the same. So actually we could actually try this, and I would have loved to have a faster Fabian though. That's right, and Sarnik and Noelle just to throw him off and see if... He might ban Carnage this time, that would be fun. Of course. Yeah, so he will be faster. But will Hansel get a turn, I wonder? So that's pretty cool. basically keeping everything at the moment, I think. So close. Actually, can I get... I just want to keep some more, or have some more champions ready. Yeah, looks like a Sifi ban, I think. The A1 on our base is actually quite fun. Oh yeah. So let's get Armand's ready. I do wonder, I did have... Yeah, that was just with Noel and Cernic, I think. So let's try this old build. I really should, excuse me, try to make some better builds for a lot more champions. And it's lagging quite a bit. It's been really lagging the last few days, and server resets time and time again. Do wonder what they are doing these days. Yeah, I do have a Eileen actually. And I actually did get the 4-star soul for Volcanus today. So I think I might try to use him in Live Arena, but I haven't properly built him yet. If anyone does want to see some builds, I'm happy to show them. I don't really have anything to hide or anything, so... That's actually... Marius is also another champion I really want to... I'm not happy with his instinct. I was mainly just going for a fast build with accuracy and some damage, but I just feel it is way too low damage to be really useful. At least in the setups that I've used him so far. So this could be interesting. Do expect a Packmaster, and I can't really recall this champion. Once again, I would like to just kind of see who it is and see their kit and stuff, but maybe it will come eventually. I'm actually not too afraid of him. I don't think he can... Of course I should have... yeah. I keep forgetting that people might ban one of the siblings. So that does make it a whole lot harder, because now our base will AoE. So... At least we were able to do things a little bit differently. Okay, so Niame is tough. Sigfrid 6-star, I think I will have to ban him and hope for the best. So my best bet is to stun them. That's a really slow Fabian. I do wonder how many battles I fought already. I think it's 12, 13. The window opened 28 minutes ago. I didn't start right away, but I think it's about 2 minutes per match. So yeah, once again, that's why I really just like, and I don't really have to do all that much thinking. Which can be hard sometimes to do too much thinking, at least especially when trying to do a stream and try to make sense while I play as well. Pick different champions. There are some content creators who are really good at it. I'm not one of them. I suppose it does come with experience as well, though. Theodosia. Yeah, I think I will actually ban her even without a blessing, or is it... No, we're going for speed. Without a blessing, I don't think that Theodosia should be that much of a threat. I should be okay, I hope. Might be famous last words. So he went fast. That wasn't part of the deal. So I do wonder if he will probably put up the... Yeah. So it will ignore shield and unkillable, but not block damage. Can at least try to increase cooldown. Don't really want to decrease his turn meter either. So let's try to remove it. Perfect. Let's see. Yeah, still haven't booked Hillevi. She would be fun to try as well, but we'll probably try Sir Nick and Noel again pretty soon. Just want to make sure I get those live arena tokens used. Then we can try some different teams. So if anyone has any requests, I will do whatever. Maybe not all epics, but some. Okay, so 6-star our base. Who should I pick then? I'll just go with Nice. He's always nice. I think I'll try it like this. Even though there are quite a few Force Affinity. So they should go first, since I don't really have a speed blessing. I would expect the Lazarius to be quite fast. That's really cool, Jose Nunes. I do really like to use them, so it's it's excellent that people actually like that I use them. I think it's just, as you can see, when it works really, really good, and even when it doesn't work, it might be a quick loss. Or I might have to struggle to get the win if they ban one of the siblings. Mythical champs make the game boring. Well, if there wasn't any mythical champions, the siblings would be a whole lot even better, because the guaranteed lockout unless it's a weak hit. The only way to really counter it is having a mythical, basically. And I suppose there are quite a lot of examples like that. I just wish it was, but that said though, I do think we have access to some really good mythicals, kind of free to play, or just spend enough time to get them, like Mikage, Carnage, Embrace. Embrace is crazy good, so at least if when we do have mythicals, I do like that some of the very best mythicals are actually obtainable for everyone. And especially Embrace is probably he's probably the easiest one to get if you are in a good clan, basically. So I think I have experienced that some 6-star Blessing Armans or Fabian or whatever, as long as they are 6-star, they can be really fast. So this is likely to be a loss, even if I go first. So I think I We'll need to try to take out Marius. Okay, my only hope was to have Hansel go before Fabian. No such luck. Double fair. It has been a while since I lost, so I suppose I was due a loss. Well played, PJ. Actually, I haven't really. Yeah. So 8 wins in a row, so yeah. Yeah. I do really like Noel. I'm still surprised that this is actually quite a weak build in terms of stats, but I do wonder when we get more. Actually, I do have gotten a few more pieces, so I have been trying some different champions in a 4-piece Mercurial. I still find it hard to pronounce. It's horrible. So I might rework it, but I was actually trying Vulcanus in 4-piece Mercurial, basically just trying to see, because I don't think he can get polymorphed with his, as long as he has that first deck. Oh, Total Guard. So when he does place HP burns on enemy teams, it might work better than what's it called, Pinpoint, because that's only one intercept stack. So that was at least my thought behind it. I do wonder if I did put some different pieces on him. No. Top 10 Lego duo in live arena that you think the best. Well, if you're strictly talking like what's it called, partnership champions, I'm not sure there are even 10. Maybe there are 10 if you count stuff like Venus and Cupidus and stuff, but the biggest issue is that I don't really have all of them. I don't have either Marichka or Taras. I do expect them to maybe be the very best. So let's try something different. So if we go, yeah, I basically want to test. So maybe I should actually go back to that really fast Fabian build if we are going to use Noel, Lens or Nick. That worked really well last time. Fabian at the moment probably isn't fast enough. But yeah, off the top of my head at least, I do think Taras and Marichka are still the number one. Yeah, Eileen and Necrit. I don't have Necrit either though, but I really like Eileen. I also have put Eileen in a 4-piece Mercurial just to test it out. I do actually kind of like it. So what was... Yeah, let's try the duo. Let's see who they ban now. Let's try that. Yeah. So Noel is a popular band. Maybe I should try Commodus and Nice, or someone a bit more likely to be banned. It is kind of fun to have yeah, Leo and Danny are quite strong, but I'm not sure in live arena. I really like the four turtles together. Then Leo is completely busted, but let's go back to the siblings for a moment. But Leo and Danny, who would you place along with them? Someone like Nice, or they are probably a really good go second, so Nice could work really well for something like that. We could actually try it. I do have I think I have some arena builds for Leo and Danny, basically for 3v3 defense, I think. But yeah, Taras and Marichka, they are, I think the top three couples are still Taras and Marichka, Noel and Zornick, and King and Queen. If at least in terms of the couples, I think they are really strong together. King and Queen are kinda out of the meta at the moment, but I still think they are quite good. Yeah, let's hope for a fast win. Yeah, okay, so Leo and Danny, Taras and Marichka, and Fabian or Armans, yeah. That would be a really strong team. I should have targeted the Embrace. Luckily didn't get a turn. So Leo and Danny. So if you don't have Taras and Marichka, we could try. I do wonder. I haven't built Predator yet either. He could be a really fun into that team as well, I think. Unless you're trying to build Danny to go fast, but yeah, another. I don't really have a lot of the meta champions from Voids, like Niame, Taras, Marichka, Sifi. I'm not sure who I actually see. Yeah. And the duo of Marius and Niame is also annoying, because then I can't. If Marius wasn't there, I could ban Armand to try to stun with Mikage. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the fast win or fast loss again. There is a really good chance that Armand is faster than me. That's a really fast queen. So now it's a guaranteed, so that's another thing. Guaranteed lockout from Hansel. So no matter if the enemy has... Okay, so that's scary. I forgot about the Sun Wukong. Let's actually try this. Yeah. I was considering putting taunt up on our base, but you said who? Yeah. I did fight a Hansel and Gretel team in Siege once. It's maybe half a year ago now, and as far as I recall, they weren't super fast, but I think the Hansel was in not really damage gear. I think he was in something like at least it was in Supersonic, and I think he might have been in Stone Skin as well, and he was really fast, and that Supersonic really threw me off. So basically I buffed up and he went second and locked me out, and I did lose that fight, I remember. So I have always been meaning to try that build myself, but yeah, it's been half a year and I still haven't gotten around to do it. I actually did change the blessing, but I don't think I might have tried it a little bit, but I never got it to work that well, I think. But that's a really fun build that really can throw people off, because that's not a build that you might expect. If you see a Hansel in Stone Skin, you expect that he is in lethal. At least I do. But in a Go second team, other than that, if they have enough protection, I suppose it could work. But once again, I think you might need something like a Marichka to pull that off. Marichka is just so super annoying to... Yeah, Fatalis. I never really used him. I did test him, but the fights just take so long. But I do actually kind of like him. And I do think I did have him on the wishlist for a blessing. So with a 5 or especially a 6-star blessing, it could be really fun, I think. So we might as well try to gamble, I think. Yeah. That was totally stupid. Yeah, it's a loss anyway. But yeah, at this point, it's really hard to use champions in Live Arena unless they are crazy good. Like I've seen people use Predator with no blessing, and it still can do really well. But in most cases in Live Arena, at least in up where I am, you kind of do need strong blessings for most champions to be effective. And a champion like Fatalis, he would really need, I think at this level he would need a 6-star blessing, I think, to be considered usable. Jinro the Stork, is it? I can show you in a second. I was actually... if it's the one from... yeah, so now I guess unless they ban one of the siblings, that's a guaranteed lockout. But they will probably ban one of the siblings. But I don't think the rest of them are a threat anyway. So I'll just have to check, because I think I still haven't pulled him from the fragments. So basically I was recording a video earlier, not long before I noticed that the live arena tokens were going to waste, so... Oh yeah, Wukong. I still love Sun Wukong on the free-to-play. I use him all the time. And he is just so strong, and you don't even really need UDK to have him strong. But Sun Wukong alone is just... You can never really relax if there is a Sun Wukong on the enemy team, and you can't... yeah, so I still have a Jinro here. I was looking at this kit earlier just to see if... And it does have some use cases, but... yeah. I think I will keep saving him. This is another champion that I would need a strong blessing to even consider using, I think. I did look at this on all enemies under increased attack buffs. So guaranteed, or not a guaranteed provoke, but yeah. I did find this interesting, and it does have this counter attack. And it's 2-turn stun, so yeah, I did actually look at him earlier and considered pulling him. I think I will pull Cross. I am going for the epic. I did have that free prism shards, and okay, so he does hit hard. That's nice to know. But I actually had to sell off a lot of champions that... and I suppose you can't even get a soul for him, maybe, if you don't have him already. So that's another thing I was considering, just pulling him in case I ever get a good soul for him. Because I assume, since I've never gotten a soul for him, that he might be one of those that you shouldn't be able to get the... Oh, I can't just walk past this without taking them up. Yeah, so that was another reason why I might actually try to pull him. Or try to pull him. Maybe I'll pull him instead of Cross, because I am going to pull one more champion from fragments, I think. I'm just gonna search up his multipliers. Yeah, and this A1 isn't all that bad either. Yeah, Morty McCabe is one of those champions that I never really built, I think. Oh, my first Predator. Fjorad, is it? What a... Yeah, it's... I don't really want to ban Predator, just because I want to see him. I haven't really fought him all that much. I think I'll ban Morichka now. Yeah, I do think I have a 4-star blessing on Mortemecab. Maybe it's on the free-to-play. Maybe I just built it on the free-to-play, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe I haven't. I can try searching up Morty while it's loading. Yeah, I do have a 4-star blessing, but he's not booked on my account yet. Okay, so this is probably going to be a loss now. Super slow. I think I will try removing some buffs. So that wasn't an attack, so he can counter even if it's not an attack. I actually didn't know that. Yeah, that was probably stupid as well. I don't think Predator is underrated anymore. I think he's seen so much... Oh wow, that Fjorad can hit hard. Isn't it Fjorad? I know he got a buff, but people said he was still... of course it's a 6-star blessing, but... Predator, 218. Yeah, but yeah... I really don't think Predator is underrated anymore, at least. He was seriously underrated. And I haven't even built him myself yet. I'm still waiting for personal CVC to build him, but... I will definitely build him next. I was actually considering building him this weekend, since I do have more time to play this weekend. And I can build him. It's not like I have to wait for personal CVC. I can get 400k points on this account without too much problems. But it is nice to just save those books for personal CVC. Normally I get 20 to 30 books each month. No, not 30. Around 20 books each month, I think, by doing events and stuff. All of the different stuff. Ooh, Noel and Sir Nick, that's cool. Yeah, I suppose... yeah, who is considered meta, let's see, meta mythical these days? I do assume Nice and Commodus are still Galather. But who else is considered really meta these days? I suppose that new one, well, what's her name? Joanne or something? I haven't really looked into her kit all that much yet, to be honest. But I think she looks really, really strong. Yeah, Theodosia. Theodosia. Yeah, Nell, of course, yeah. Those poison mythicals, they are super, super strong. Yeah, I don't think I ever faced Joanne in... Joan, however you pronounce it, in Live Arena yet. I don't really play all that much Live Arena. I only do it for the season and the daily quests and stuff. But it's basically so... I do spend enough time in this game if I don't have to do Live Arena outside of the season as well. But I do like... yeah, Joanne with Nice is hard to deal with. I will actually have to look at her kit again, because I can't really remember. I think she can hit quite hard as well. So let's get through this first, and then we can have a look. Oh, she does. Okay, that's really nasty. So let's have a look at her. Second form. Places a protected counterattack buff on this champion for 1 turn at the end of their turn. So it will always be up. That's pretty crazy. Attacks all enemies. Deals double damage when counter. Yeah, that does look really, really nasty. Yeah, I would still love to have a Siphi. I do remember getting Rotos as one of my first legendaries, and I remember he was all hyped, and I tried to build him, and basically he did nothing for me at a few months into the game. And ever since that, I've never really liked using Rotos. So I've just been waiting to get a Siphi, and then I will properly invest into Rotos. But I suppose he is a strong champion without Siphi, but yeah, it's one of those things that I've really just hated Rotos ever since I tried to build him as one of my first legendaries, and in the crappy gear I had back then, it just didn't do much. Block damage. Okay, so what's the first form? Yeah, so she's quite fast, and revive with an instant turn. Unkillable. So I suppose that's, yeah, so yeah, strong Rotos will probably kill both Nice and Siegfried. So Joanne is probably one of the better ones. I don't really use Rotos all that much. Yeah, I don't even have a proper... I suppose it could work for, yeah, but I don't have enough HP. Yeah, I have a horrible build for him, so that's probably why I don't like him. Joan is great based on the videos I've seen her. She's stat heavy since damage scales off of resistance as well. She's been easy to beat in Classic so far. Yeah, I haven't really faced her all that much, but the few times I have faced her, I don't think she has been much of an issue. And I don't think I ever faced her in live arena. But does she scale off? Does the damage scale off resistance in the second form as well? I just read the kit briefly right now, but it Looked like it only did it in the first form, but it's in both forms. Gizmek as well, I recently got him, but I haven't really tested him out for PvP. I am wondering if Gizmek and Vulcanus might be a cool duo. Yeah, I suppose if you can get the drone over in the second form, she does look super nasty, and she can be really useful in her first form as well. Yeah, so her damage increases every time she uses her counterattacks, was it? Oh, 6-star Siegfried. And they do plan on going first, I think. And they took my R base. So let's try something different. Let's try... Yeah, let's try it. It's been a long time since I used Hegemon. I don't know, whenever I face her she doesn't do much and then dies. Her kit reads really good. Yeah, her kit does read really good. Yeah, so as I said, I recently got Gizmek, but I haven't used him yet. So how would you use him? What kind of team would you use him in? I suppose the enemy team is a fair way to use him. Unless you face a nasty sibling team that goes first. As I said, I was wondering maybe trying something around Gizmek and Vulcanus. Okay, so both form are based on attack and resistance. That's nice to know. Like I ever will get Joanne, but it's nice to know in a sense that there is a good chance that she will have a decent amount to resist at least. Yeah, fast build with Stone Skin and Pinpoint. And that's where I'm testing out Stone Skin and Mercurial. Because Pinpoint, you can avoid one polymorph with that, but in theory, Mercurial, I hate pronouncing that set name, can counter, like, in theory, 10 of those polymorph without losing a stack. You only lose a stack when you take damage. Yeah, so let's try the Siegfried this time. I do have my Mikage built in Supersonic, so Vulcanus with Gizmek will work for sure, and with the fire, yeah, the one that they used against me earlier. Let's see, yeah, Sulfurion. Yeah, I do have some 6-star blessings for mythical champs as well that I'm dying to get. Like one of the very first 6-star blessings I got was Crixia, and that was back when Crixia was really great. I would still love a Crixia, but I don't think she's as meta as she was like maybe a year ago, or whenever they started handing out those blessings. Handing out is probably the wrong word, but I think the blessings have been around for over a year at least. And I did get a 6-star Crixia, I remember really early. So now we face a 2-star or +2 6-star rota, so that could be fun. So I wonder if the CFE is the last, or maybe it's no CFE. Okay, so this could be... I do think Theodosia is more annoying. If the Nell had a big blessing, she would be the ban, I think. Yeah, the Dagen Packmaster is crazy good for... I still use them in 3v3 defense. And I sometimes use them in Siege as well. Okay, so you got one of your Galateers built in 9-piece Mercurial based on your Noel. He's dedicated to fighting communists. How is that working? Is it working out? There has been some bans of the siblings, but I don't think Mikage has been banned today. Let's see. That's also why I always pick Carnage first, because when I have Mikage down here, it does seem like they kind of forget about her. I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination, but sometimes Hansel does get banned. I don't think Gretel gets banned. I do wonder. Maybe it's a super fast Hilvi, but yeah, if Hilvi goes first, this could be nasty. Yeah, she is actually super fast, but not fast enough, it seems. I have lost some fights if they do ban Mikage, but usually the fights I lose is when they ban Hansel. But the Mikage is just so powerful and versatile. There are times where I rather use her. This could be nasty. Change her form and stun instead of... yeah, so now we get the Mikage ban, so let's see how that works out. Yeah, I do think the Lockout is the biggest threat against 9-piece Mercurial, as well as Marius, actually. Ooh, so close. But yeah, I suppose the passive would have kicked in anyways. So I guess I have to gamble now, basically hope I get the passive. Perfect, so at least that worked, but yeah. It's actually a lot closer than I thought. .600 resistance in 9-piece Mercurial. Wow, that's crazy. You must have gotten some really good pieces. Yeah, finally they banned Mikage. No, once again. Okay, let's mix it up. Let's try the... let's actually try Marius first. Even though I hate his build, maybe it can work with... and maybe we'll wait, because I doubt he will draft Noel and Cernic. So I probably want Fabian. Yeah, let's do nice. He's always nice is always nice to have. Yeah, of course, but still, this early with only one. Maybe you have gotten a few pieces from this new rotation, but 600 is way more than I'm able to get at the moment, at least. I do suppose maybe Galather has some base resistance that does make it easier. Yeah, so this is why I hate changing my team, because now I really have to think. Yeah. I just hate Carnage. Do need some speed, I think. But now I assume Noel is locked out, so... yeah. But, I will let them have the win properly, not just leave the fight. I've been outmatched and outplayed. Yeah, but I am really looking forward to getting more Mercurial gear. As I've been saying earlier, I do really like to test it out in the 4-piece on different champions. Like Volcanus and Ailil are the champions I tested so far, I think. I actually should put some gear on Ailil. Yeah. Noel in her current build isn't really strong enough for this kind of live arena. But I still think it's fun just to test it out. Yeah, so if you had a strong blessing on him as well, that could be really, really fun. I hope you get some good pieces in this current rotation. It would be fun to see how it will perform in once you get even more or better stats. Oh wow. Do wonder what I've gotten here. We are climbing at least. Oh yeah, I was gonna put some gear on Eilil. Yeah, which Assassin's Creed champs you think good for PvP? I haven't really looked all that much. I've just basically seen probably the same videos you guys have seen from the content creators. I haven't really looked at the champions all that much myself. I do think that Void one looked kinda cool. Which one was he? And I do think the one who's on 10x right now looked quite strong for PvP, but it does look like the assassins don't really... Yeah, they don't really compare to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as far as I've seen. At least that seems to be the consensus among the content creators who have tested them. They're just not strong enough, it seems. We can have a look at Bayek. I did have a look at him. I did pull one Sacred earlier. Just for the... Sometimes I just think that you have to play in the lotto to win the lotto. So if you pull one shard or 100 shards, at least you still have a chance if you just pull that one shard. And I did need some points. I do think, let's see, I think he looked quite strong. Oh, it's Basim. It's not the one, who's the Void? Of course it wasn't the Void, but maybe it was this one as well. Yeah, at least he is, I thought when you said Bayek, it was this one, but it's Basim. But I do think Basim could be okay for PvP, at least he is PvP oriented. So whenever an enemy HP drops below 25% after receiving damage from any assassin. Oh yeah, I think I heard they said that this was yeah, not doing really all that much at all. At least I think that was the Scratch who said it. Yeah, it's a perfect wheel, grants extra turn. Yes, I think the kit looks really strong on paper. Like he gives himself perfect wheel and then will ignore 30% of each target's defense when under a wheel. Basically 100% chance to place a block active skill. Will ignore block debuffs when under. So it does read really well, but I suppose they don't really do enough damage. So let's see. I have to check what faction Bayek is in. See, it doesn't even say on Hell Hades. It's not. Is he the one who? No, that was Cassandra. So if anyone knows the faction of Bayek, is not here as well, is he? Barbarians. Thank you, Gerutsu575. Bayek. Yeah, as I said, I haven't really looked all that much into this. I normally don't really look into them before they become available, like in a 10x or a progressive event or something like that. Okay, so this is the same bonus damage but based off of defense. I this champion and their allies cannot receive critical hits from enemies whose accuracy is equal to or lower than their own accuracy. This actually does look... doesn't this look really strong? I can't really remember seeing him in any of the videos. But of course you would have to build him with high accuracy, but... they have no pairing. So this, I'm not sure what you mean by pairing, but they have some similar like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, it doesn't hit hard either. It's just that no crit passive that makes him look interesting. Yeah, that does look interesting. But they do share some... I'm not sure if that's what you mean by no pairing, Jose Nunes, or however you pronounce it, but... they do have some interaction with the different assassins, but I do think it could be stronger. So these passives basically looks like they need to go first to be of any value. So it looks really strong for control at least. Control and could be quite tanky, or could survive quite a lot. Leech and the turn meter refill. Yeah, he looks really strong for PvE. So yeah, who said that they looked like auto-friendly for Chimera? Rated them. I think they could do really well for Hydra as well, I suppose. Decrease accuracy and decrease resistance. I don't really care all that much about Hydra anymore, but so I suppose it could be quite useful there. Yeah, grants an extra turn, so it's basically a three turn cooldown. And then I suppose this could be a 2-turn cooldown. Oh yeah, live arena. Let's get back into live arena. I think someone expected to see a live arena. Yeah, PvP passive, PvE kit, yeah. You're quite right about that, I think. What's going on? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't think none of these champs come close to Leo or Donny or even Ralph, I think. Yeah, as I said, I haven't really looked all that much into them yet, but I think you're right. I really like Donny, actually. I think he's... I think I probably use more Donny than Leo, on especially on the free-to-play. That reduce cooldown of your skills, that's just so incredibly useful, I think. And I don't really have any other champions that works the same way on the free-to-play account. Unless you count Painkeeper or Renegade. And also that turn meter boost, strengthen and heal over time. Pontiff is by far the best, looks better than Odin and previous bosses to me. Yeah, Pontiff, is that, is he an assassin or is he just a boss of the event dungeon? Not sure if there is something wrong with my device, but I can't hear anything. I do believe the rest can hear, or from the, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I really like Freya as well. I liked her enough to keep 2 of her. I actually managed to get 2, and I kept both of them, and a 6-star blessing and a 5-star blessing. But I haven't really used her all that much since. Yeah, not an assassin, but part of the... Is the Pontiff that was Boss of the Event Dungeon, is it? Don't suppose we can see... Yeah, I can't remember exactly how we could get Odin, but I think he was the first prize of some champion chase or something. I did really want to get him, but yeah, as I said, I don't really remember how he was available, but I do remember that I just thought he was way out of reach for me. Cheshire Cat, Hilvy. Yeah, he's the boss. I should use the other one, okay. Don't think it should matter, hopefully. Yeah. I'm just looking at the kit of Pontiff now on Hell Hades, just to get an idea. It does look really strong. I just know that there has been some content creators who said that Odin still is better, but yeah, it does look really similar at least. So if he is available without anything crazy, I will pick him up for sure. But I do expect it will be another tournament, and then you kind of have to be lucky to be able to win him. I don't really like it when you have to... I don't mind spending resources or whatever for getting stuff, as long as I know I can get it, but trying to win stuff, I hate using a lot of resources and end up with basically nothing. So I tend to not go for them if someone else is going hard, at least. I think I will have to try to take out the Galathyr. So another one who banned Mikage. Second time today. Yeah, and Mikage also has a supersonic, so... yeah. This will be a loss, I think. Yeah, I think we'll have to see him in play to really see who is the better one. Although they do look similar, I do think they do have some different use cases. I'm just looking at this passive. Like each time an enemy receives a buff, is healed or has their turn meter filled, has a 50% chance. Let's see. 50% chance to decrease the duration of all their buffs by 1 turn. I think that could be quite strong. So you can potentially remove some stone skin as well as the buffs that are being applied. Yeah, it will be fun to see once he gets into the game properly, or how I should say it. Ally speed in all battles as well, 24%. I think that's a stronger buff overall, at least for Pontiff. I think that's one of the weaker sides about Odin, that it's only Void and only Arena. So at least Pontiff will be more easily used in Siege and stuff, maybe. Yeah, Champion Chase. Yeah, I think it will be the same for Pontiff as well. Sad to say. And I don't think... I did get Shredder from a Champion Chase tournament, but he was so not underrated, but I still don't think he's great, but I am really happy I picked him up for very little resources, all things considered, and his 5-star soul. Just making Faction Wars stage 21 so easily farmable is worth it to me, but yeah, I think in all likelihood a Champion Chase tournament you will have to spend hundreds of shards to have a chance at getting him, and then you might lose out in the end, and I just hate that kind of stuff. So now we are looking at a really, really strong team. It's fairly low rating though, but it could have... I think I will have to take out the Predator. Normally I should be faster. So I assume Spawn and Kratos are characters from Assassin's Creed. I haven't really played that game. I tried, I think, the first edition, but that must be a whole lot of years ago. So I don't really know that champion. Is it Garrug? Or is it someone who looks like him? Ah, it's Kras. Yeah, as I said, I haven't pulled him yet, so I haven't really used him all that much, and I haven't really faced him before either. Yeah, Bomber Guy, you're right. It was Kras. Yeah, not that it mattered. Yeah, as long as I go first with Mikage and the siblings, there is not a whole lot of champions that can stand up to them. suppose. Most people are not aware of how strong the siblings are together either. Okay, so this could be nasty. I have faced some Commodus who are really tanky, and I can't remember the name of the mastery, but I think it's the one where it gets turn meter boost when allies go low. So it quite often goes second after Mikage, and that's a bummer. Maria, yeah, I haven't really... Maria was so overhyped, I think. Let's see. Okay. I forgot the ban. So I haven't really seen her much, and I don't think she's... And she does require a lot of setup to work really well, and I don't think she's all that popular in live arena for that reason. Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't have Hansel. I was wondering why they didn't drop. Okay, so this looks not good. Yeah. CFE A2, yeah. I'm not sure I even built Maria yet, to be honest. I would have to check. Yeah. That's actually... there are so many champions to build and so few books, so... Yeah, I still haven't booked her. I have got masteries on her at least. But in terms of books, I do have 32 now, but I do have Hilvi I want to book, Maria I kind of want to book, Predator I really want to book, I really want to book Yukimasa. We keep getting all these champions, but not enough books. Yeah, she's the most underestimated champ of 2025, just like Hansel and Gretel were. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe. As I said, I do think she could be really... That's, I always buy the mystery shards because I do a whole lot of champion training. I do think she can be really, really good. I do wonder if she... What was the change they did? I think they only nerfed or changed the A1, wasn't it? That they couldn't proc multiple times, or did they change something else about her? But that's another champion that I really have to book and play around with to really know how good she can be. I don't really face her that often. Works the same in PvP, yeah. Yeah, as I said, I really do want to build her, but such a weird matchup. Okay, I missed Kratos from the God of War game. So I assume the God of War game is Assassin's Creed. So Siphi A2. I suppose that gives her 3 buffs then. Yeah, I really want a Siphi as well, even though she's old and probably power crept a bit. She still is. She's still in the meta. She's not as crazy good as she used to be, but I suppose same as Marichka. I think they've both been a little bit out of the meta at times, but they just keep on coming back. Oh wow, no wonder he's high rated. Yeah, I suppose. I don't have any chance if I'm locked out, so... So what is the chance to get a second turn on that A1 from Maria? Perfect. Maybe it doesn't have a crazy high resistance after all. Yeah, let's do at least one more refill. I'll search up Maria as well. There are so many champions to keep track of. If I don't have them myself, I so easily forget their kit, at least the nuances. Oh yeah, 3 times each hit has a 33% chance of granting an extra turn. Yeah, 70-80%, yeah. Yeah, as I said, I am really looking forward to testing her out. I think she can still be really good. But I do think Predator looks even stronger though. So if I were to choose one of them to book right now, it would probably be Predator. It just looks so... He's everywhere in Live Arena at the moment, so that's typically a good sign that he's really good. Although I'm not really a fan of the RNG, of the evade and stuff. It is stuff like that that can win you a battle against stronger opponents. Nine-piece Merciless. Yeah, I think we'll have to ban a nice. I suppose the biggest difference is that Maria is all single target damage, I believe. Yeah, so it's all single target, but she can remove all buffs from all enemies on A3. So that's another thing that that as a good reason I love this team is that the fights are quite fast. Having AoE is just so much faster. AoE conditionally, A3. Yeah, but it's still just attack one target, isn't it? Oh yeah, okay. I didn't read the entire ability, thank you. Will attack all remaining enemies with less than 66% HP. Grants an extra turn if this champion is under a number of a buff that is divisible by 3. Yeah, I have actually faced some strong Mikeys as well. I might even have lost to a last one standing Mikey as well, actually. But those evade champions can be really, really annoying. I think, I think it might have been Siblings team where the Leo took out my entire team except maybe Carnage or Gretel, I think, and I couldn't finish him off. Something like that, I think. Yeah. So these fights are super fast. Even while I'm talking now and doing some different stuff, I think I must have gone through. Yeah, maybe next time I should try to keep a counter up. But we must have been doing 5, 6, at least 6 refills, I think. So 35 fights soon. And yeah, I think we've been going for about 1 hour 45 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit more. But with a whole lot of, let's call it distractions. Yeah, I think I don't like Theodosia. Yeah, so 11 seconds. Do wonder what my average. I think I have actually tried to check it a few times, and I believe I do have around 10 fights in 20 minutes or less, so around 2 minutes per fight. Of course, it does depend a little bit on how long the draft takes, but I do think, I'm not sure if there are less bots these days, but I do think it's a lot faster these days to do live arena. The opponent is a lot faster. I wonder if mod is underrated. Sheeny has taken her far in live arena. Yeah, I will never get mod. I'm doing every fusion, so I think I have like 19 fragments. I have more on the free to play, I think. But Sheeny is really, really good at making value out of kind of underrated champions at times. I can't even recall mod at the moment, exact kit. It's because Sheeny always builds go second team, so I will have to look up mod as well. That's one of those champions that I will never get anyway, so, and I never really face her in live arena, so I don't really know her kit all that well. Sounds like I don't know anything about raid when I talk her now, but I do know some champions quite well. So weak hit against Galather. Yeah, I suppose the only thing that looks kind of interesting on her is that passive, I think. removes one random debuff from all allies at the start of this champion's turn. Places a continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest HP. But it's basically that they remove one random debuff. Of course, they revive and everything else, but yeah, and I suppose attacks all enemies and decrease the duration of all enemy buffs. That's somewhat useful as well, I guess, in terms of perception, not perception, yeah. That, yeah, trying to talk and play and read at the same time doesn't mix very well. Not for long, mercurial sets will get more common. Yeah, as I said earlier as well, I do wonder how good mercurial set will actually be in the end. Whole lot of polymorph. Yeah, I think Noel is... yeah, okay. We'll see. But yeah, mercurial set. I do think it will be really, really strong. I'm just not sure how strong it will be. And I do really wonder when we get enough to build several champions with strong. Yeah. So we didn't get Hansel to go second. But yeah, because I do think some supports and maybe some DPS can be really, really good in a 4-piece as well. Especially against certain champions. So I can imagine some champions being really, really good to have as backup against certain champions, like yeah, maybe champions like Calvalex or maybe Vulcanus or something like that. Yeah, it will probably make fights longer, yeah. Probably. I suppose double stone skin as well today. Can be some really long fights as well, so I think this will be the last refill. So unless you guys want to see something else, I will probably end the stream after these fights. If anyone are curious, I can show the champions, their builds and stuff. Yeah, but another just thing. One thing is that the fights are faster, but I know exactly who to pick at all times, and that also kind of makes it easier and faster to just pick the same team over and over. And that's basically how I do it on the free-to-play as well. I just have my best 5 champions built in the best gear and do the same draft over and over again. It's just so much easier and faster, and then you know exactly how that team works and who you should ban and who you should who you can actually take down and stuff like that. Do you keep playing after 1320 points when we get the match? No, basically no. And I always, at least a couple of last seasons, I just start later and use some gems towards the end to make the journey a whole lot easier. I suppose now I'm higher than I normally am at this point of the season. I'm not exactly sure. Are we 1.5 weeks into the season now or 2.5? I can check afterwards, but yeah. 2 seasons ago I started just a little over a week before it ended. Oh my, this isn't good. Yeah, I suppose. Pest or Cholera, isn't that the saying? 6-star Neldo, that just looks disgusting. But I basically don't play live arena outside of getting the materials for the Relicraft. It's just there's really no incentive. Yeah. I'll probably kill myself. Yeah. Yeah, so we got a little over 2 weeks left. So I basically started climbing a little bit early now, since we did get those free live arena refills. And I did buy some as well now for the stream, but can we get anything good? This can actually be useful. Possibly. Let's take it to 16 as well. There is a event going on. I was hoping for some crit rate, but resistance isn't what I'm... Yeah, let's just keep it and do 3 more fights. So, if we are going to pick Noel and Cernic, I suppose we need to get some... Yeah, I was about to say we should pick Marius, but let's try something different the last few games. I'm not sure my Embrace is built. Let's actually check that. Yeah, he's not. Let's just pick an ice. It's not really great to pick an ice that early, but I suppose picking Noel and Cernic at the start isn't all that great either. So now we might actually have a chance to... There is a good chance we will ban Hegemon. No. It's so weird not to ban Hegemon when you have champions without Stone Skin. Yeah, I don't really know why I used A2 on Cernic. That's what I get for not using the same champions and just use them on auto. Yeah, I forgot Chic lenses as well. It's been a long time since I used nice. Let's gamble. Perfect. Maybe it's not really a gamble. does take forever though to not use the siblings. I guess he figured the same. Yeah, so let's try something similar. I do think Noelle is surprisingly strong, even in her kinda weak build on 9-piece Mercurial. So I do really wonder when we get really good pieces, how the meta will change. So yeah, let's try an Armand as well. I haven't really used him in forever either. Great strategies, brother. Swindler. I don't think my strategies are all that awesome. At the moment I'm just picking some really good champs. And this could be fun though if they ban Nice. How strong is Sir Nick as the only damage dealer? I don't think my team will hold up against I think I will have to ban Marius. But at least we do get to see Noelle again. I'm really looking forward to building Hilvi properly with books and stuff. Of course. That was a surprisingly weak hit from Embrace. So we did have a polymorph in return, I suppose. Yeah, Armands. I don't really use a whole lot of champions with polymorph these days. Yeah. I really don't know her kit all that well either, to be honest, so it's a polymorph fest. Don't think it's strong enough to... Ah, it actually killed her. I wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. Little bit of luck as well, I suppose. So one last fight. I suppose we should try to use Commodus. I haven't used him all day. So yeah, let's try. Actually, I want the polymorph first. So I have been considering building my R-base a little bit faster and basically swap out the relic. So that's not perfect. Maybe I should have picked Marius, come to think of it, but let's do... Oh, I don't think I built Ailil, did I? He would have been fun to test as well. No, missing a piece. But we could do something like that, and a Commodus last. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Elite set of Mercurial as well. How do you keep getting back to his A3 so quick? A3 on who? Which champion? Yeah, it's really expensive to swap the relics. I do hope they will nice. I'm just trying to think here now if I need to ban Marichka. Because I don't have to use his bombs. I think I'll do the Marius instead. We can have a look at the build of Nice in a second. And of course, when I wanted to try Nice, he gets banned. No, when I tried to, when I wanted to use Commodus, he gets banned. I meant. Yeah, I don't think I have anything special. I do have that whenever you do more than 30%. Okay, so everyone are on it. Not Kismek. Yeah, I will probably regret not banning Marichka, but yeah, we can have a look at Nice's build in a second. I didn't pay attention to the turn meter now, but it does look like I'm faster. So it's the block revive A3. The only thing I can think of is the when you do 30% damage, you have a chance to reduce the cooldown by 1 turn. I'm trying to think now. Yeah, so I suppose it procced last time when I did kill Fabian, was it? Yeah. So at least we will have. Yeah, there's no real point in blocking revive at the moment. I suppose we can sheep him just to play it safe. Yeah, I think we were done, yeah. So, for Nice, the only thing I can think of is this Cycle of Violence. I guess I was lucky proccing that one. Even though it's only a 30% chance, it does seem like it procced this last time and the fight before, so I think that's why I got back to his ability so fast. I do sometimes forget about these overpowered mythicals. I just love hanging using the siblings so much, so yeah. I know I haven't really. I used to have him in more crit damage, but as you can see, it does enough damage as is, so I like to prioritize his HP and some amount of speed at least. I'm quite happy with this build. I think I have him in seal as well, yeah. And whenever he's in the second form, he can heal a lot faster as well. Or not a lot faster, but he can heal a lot, so with a lot of HP it's even harder to kill, so I think when I built him I just went for 250 critical damage minimum and as much HP as I could get, or as much damage as I could get. I'm not completely sure how I did it. It's been probably half a year, so I should look at this build again. I haven't really done anything with Camillus lately either. I built him like this, yeah, probably at least 6 months ago, and I haven't really looked at him. The only thing I've changed on Nice lately is I did try, what was it? I think I put it on someone else. I think it actually we can. It was the mythical relic. Yeah, this one. So enemies cannot land critical hits on the wearer if the wearer's HP is below 15%, and at the rank 5 it's 35%. And it did work really well. It was really hard to kill him, but he was also really easy to control. So I had to go back to Wonder Submission. And I also really like Chainbreaker on Nice. I think it's extremely useful. I would love to have a higher blessing, but it is what it is. I suppose it doesn't really increase the chance of removing debuffs until it's 6-star. I thought you got another. I thought it was 20% to removing debuffs, because it's really useful to remove the sleep or whatever. Yeah. Kind of a odd looking masteries, but maybe I should look at them as well. So Gizmek is the one I'm looking at building next, I think. I really want to try him, and I did get a 4-star blessing for Volcanus, so I think he might be ready to get his chance in. Yeah, I even have him in a 4-piece Mercurial as well, yeah. I think I mentioned that earlier. I didn't save the build. It doesn't really need ignore defense and stuff, so yeah, it's probably this one, I think. Just a bunch of accuracy and stone skin and 4-piece Mercurial. I did try him super slow for this build just to see. Could actually try a classic arena just for a little bit of fun. Oh no, I think, or maybe I don't have. Yeah, I did have some. Yeah, I have no idea if this build is good, but so Volcanus, Gizmek we do need. Let's just use. We could use Commodus, he's a demon spawn. And stock the broken, or will that work with this team? I don't know. Okay, so I did test out. Oh yeah, I tried a full demon spawn team. I was testing a little bit earlier since I got the 4-star blessing, just to see if What did I do with... Yeah, I probably didn't save that build either. Yeah. I have booked him, I haven't put a blessing on him. Let's try. Can I use the cat? The cat is another champion that I really want to try to use more, but I haven't. Yeah, let's try that one. Yeah, it's some really good damage already from Volcanus. So many champions to play around with and so little time. I think this is where I used the Dr. Broken against... could try this one just for fun. Oh, wow. Okay, this is the Vulcan. This isn't the Vulcanus showcase. It's Cheshire Cat. Yeah, I see a few people have joined us, but the live arena is just ended, or the live arena hasn't ended, but the live arena of this stream is ended. Wow, Cheshire Cat is... Maybe I should look into Cheshire Cat or this team. Is it really... This could be a strong... There's basically so many champions to play around with, and at least I spend a whole lot of time once I first start getting into testing, so it does take a long time to test champions and really get to know them and find a good build for them. Yeah, I do start to like Volcanus now. I didn't really like him at 1 star, and I'm not sure I tested him. I might have tested him a little bit at 3 star, but it does start to look really strong. I know he is strong, but let's try this team just for trying against the biggest team now, or the highest. So I go first. So why did I take another turn? It's not in 9 piece. Merciless. Okay, so this team is it Volcanus? No. So why did it take a second turn? If anyone can answer me that, that would be interesting. Yeah, I think we'll end the stream here. Thank you for... First of all, for showing up, but also for just being so active in chat. It's a whole lot more fun when we get a discussion going and we kind of have a dialogue. That's That's really, really cool. So I will probably try to do a stream as well tomorrow, I think. I'm not sure what time of day, but I will try to post a little further in advance if I do it tomorrow. This team is actually looking quite fun. Do wonder how it goes against Lookout. Yeah, but once again, thank you guys for hanging out and being active, and for... I'm glad you appreciated this as well. Thank you all, and hope to see you guys tomorrow. It might actually be the same time tomorrow. It will probably be the same time tomorrow, come to think of it. I don't think I have time in the evening. So yeah, let's end the stream here, and third time, thank you all, and see you guys.